Hey fam, in part 1 I talked about life in New Zealand and how to pick the right visa. In this second part of my Move to New Zealand series, I'm showing you what to do before and after you land. I'm talking flights, accommodation, money, transport, shopping, and even setting up your bank account. Let's jump straight into it. Welcome back everyone. It's your girl, the Sassy Engineer, your favorite Nigeria down under New Zealand. So you have decided that New Zealand is where you're going to, but you're wondering, what do I need to do and sort before I get there? Here's what you need to sort before your flight. The first one is a valid visa and a passport. You cannot book flights and don't book flights without this. You need a valid visa and you need a passport, a valid passport. Accommodation, a lot of people miss this, but it is very critical. I will suggest book something temporary for your first few weeks. Book at least first 1 to 2 weeks. Use Airbnb, hostels, booking.com, highly recommend. Short-term rentals are great. Access to money. Make sure that you can access your funds in New Zealand dollars immediately. Some banks can let you open accounts remotely. That's migrant banking is what it's called. Another thing you need to know is New Zealand does not use USD. If you have USD, you will need to convert it to NZD. Or you can use your debit card or your credit card if your bank has that capability of using that outside your country. Otherwise, you can come with US dollars and convert it. I would say don't convert it at the airport because they have not so good exchange rate. But if you need the money, you gotta do it, right? Have transport plans for when you arrive in New Zealand, the first day you arrive. Figure out how to get from the airport to your accommodation. You have options of shuttle buses, which I highly recommend. Regular buses, but this would need you to have transport card. Uber, this one, it depends on you if you have access, because Ubers do not take cash. You pay by card and that card has to be registered on your account. So if that is not possible for you, then I highly recommend shuttle buses. Or you can get your friend to pick you up from the airport. Luggage and biosecurity. Very important. Your luggage and biosecurity go hand in hand. Why do I say this? Biosecurity is no joke in New Zealand. NZ has strict biosecurity. They are super strict. No fresh food, soil, or untreated wood. So whatever is in your luggage could cop you a $400 fine. So make sure that you are sure of what's in your luggage. Do not bring fresh foods. I have a video where I've talked about the kind of foods that you can bring to New Zealand. Actually 3 videos. I'm going to put the link in the description box. So make sure you check that out to learn what you can or cannot bring to New Zealand. Declare it or risk a fine. This is splattered everywhere at the airport. You must declare all your foods, plant, animal products, and used outdoor gear. Even your alcohol if it's more than the required amount. Seriously, declare everything. They have detector dogs and fines are hefty. Don't risk it. I don't see any need to travel all that long just to risk being sent back or fine. Now, New Zealand custom checks your shoes sometimes, okay? Especially if you've been going to wilderness. So check what you're packing. You need to consider flights. Flights are available from pretty much everywhere. Africa, Europe, Americas, Asia, Australia. There's flights to New Zealand. Some of them will not be direct. So start looking early for the best deals. Depending on where you're coming from, flights to New Zealand are long but straightforward. So if you're coming from Africa, most routes connect via Dubai, Doha, Singapore, Malaysia, or China. If you're coming from Asia, Singapore, Malaysia, China, Japan have direct flights. If you're coming from Europe, fly via Asia or Middle East hub, so Doha, Dubai, etc. If you're coming from the Americas, through LA, San Francisco, or Vancouver is good. Australia is 3 to 4 hours flight from Sydney, Brisbane, Melbourne. So that's like our neighbor. Okay, you will likely land in Auckland, Wellington, or Christchurch, but most often Auckland. So if you're going to Christchurch, you have to plan your trip to Christchurch, but you can also land directly at Christchurch. Once you land, here's your priority list. Transport. Try and get yourself from the airport to your accommodation. You can grab a SIM card there, Spark, 1NZ, 2 degrees, skinny, whatever. You don't need to, but you can. You can use Uber or airport bus or shuttle bus. I recommend Super Shuttle. Money. If you didn't bring cash, use your international debit or credit card to get New Zealand dollars at the ATM. There'll be some charge, as always, international conversion and all that. That's not a problem. You need money, right? So do the conversion. You will need an IRD number, your tax ID. You need to open a bank account, register with a GP for healthcare, and get your calls, texts, and internet sorted. For bank account, book an appointment with ANZ, BNZ, ASB, Westpac, or Kiwi Bank, whichever one you like. You can look up all of them online first before you go into the office in person. You will need ID, proof of address, and IRD number. Do you know you can open an account before arriving in New Zealand? This is called migrant banking, and I have a video on that already on the channel. Link will also be in the description box. IRD number is also another thing you need to get. This is your tax number. You will need it before you can work. There's a video on how to get the IRD number on my channel. Link again in the description box. GP enrollment, very important. Register with a doctor. You pay less when you're enrolled. If you're studying, you already know that insurance is very compulsory. Register with GP at uni. Join a community. Joining local communities is also very huge for settling in. Search on Facebook for Association of Nigerians in New Zealand and send an email. I also have a Facebook group called New Zealand Dream Pursuers. I don't know why I chose that name. It's a private group, so feel free to join, and then you can ask questions and you are not worried about other people saying it. Public transport is very important. Major cities have public transport. Auckland, Wellington, and Christchurch have buses, trains, and ferries. The rest of the country uses buses. You will need transport card to use public transport. ATO for Auckland, Snapper for Wellington, Metro card for Christchurch, and B card for Central and Lower North Island cities. Some cities don't have regular commuter buses, so take note of that. In such cases, you will rely heavily on having a car or on taxis, so check. For driving, your overseas license usually works, but then you will need to convert it. You can drive with a valid overseas license for up to 18 months, but from 2026 or is it 2027, it will revert back to 12 months. My travel tip for you is New Zealand roads are beautiful, I know, but they're very windy. Take it slow. For accommodation, renting is common. You can either rent a whole house or unit or apartment, or you can share a house with someone. That is called flatting, and flatting is popular, especially for students or young professionals. Trade Me, Facebook groups, Flatmates Wanted, flatmate.co.nz, they help you find rental, or you can go directly to real estate agents. One tip I tell people is don't sign long contracts for accommodation, just in case you end up hating it there. Okay, you can easily move. Food. Get ready for fresh seafood, delicious lamb, and incredible dairy. And yes, meat pies are the national obsession. It's a national food. Countdown or Woodworld, Pack and Save, New World, or Foursquare are the main supermarkets. Asian and island food stores are everywhere too. You will find African stores in big cities, not in small cities, but you can order and they can post to you. Phone and internet is crucial. Prepaid SIMs are easy to get, like I said, 2 Degrees, Spark, 1NZ, Rocket Mobile. Wi-Fi can be slow, especially in rural areas, so take note. Shopping. For shopping, the Warehouse, Kmart, Mitre 10, Bunnings Warehouse, and Chemist Warehouse. What else have I missed? Look Sharp are lifesavers for household stuff, so write them down. Remember to renew your passport early, especially if it is due in less than 12 months. If you're Nigerian, I've talked about how you can do that in New Zealand. I hope this helps you feel more confident about moving to New Zealand. Save this video, share it with your friend, share it in your friends group chat, and don't forget to subscribe for more. Coming up next, I have to talk about working in New Zealand, scholarships, how to make your New Zealand CV, student visa process, bringing family over. Let me know which one you want first. See you in the next video. Bye. Anywhere you go,